So, Matthew from Taking Back Sunday. I've met him, well, briefly. One time, these girls were chasing him and they're trying to kill him. And I remember that. But so I met him on a better time. And he's so cool. He's like, I didn't realize that Paris, like, you're linked to my music because I like you. And he's like, I didn't realize your face was so, like, wrinkly and, like, mean looking. You're like, you are. You're kind of mean looking. I'm like, well, it's probably because I see and I care. And then when I see despair, you know, and when I see trouble, it's just my eyelashes. Well, it's my eyelashes, and then I do have full vision. Yeah. Anyway, super. I was just listening to his music. Super, super dude. But Aaron is Japanese, and he has a lot of trauma, and that's why he's been throwing the dishes out. And it has nothing to do with that. I can't buy spices. Well, I might be able to buy a couple things. Hold on. Like the mixes, big bottles and mixes of spices. I'll get that. Because then it's like equals exactly $200, not 300. Yeah, my cup is so dirty because my coffee pot is so dirty. But he, like, if you make the country herb yogurt mayonnaise dip for carrots and vegetables and fucking what, I don't know, meat skewers or whatever. Like he kind of does. Like he's kind of like, oh, it's flavor mayonnaise. You eat that. You eat that. You eat that like that as it is. You eat flavor mayonnaise. And I know he's like that because I had more money because I was married and we are pitching in half and half on the groceries. So I'd sacrifice a little bit and buy a little bit more. We had all this fucking food back when we were kids. We were like 19 years old. Anyway, I remember that he like ate, and there's literally a spoon left in there, so he knew that he allowed me to know that he's Japanese. Everyone called him a Jew and all that stuff. So, because he's white, and they're really white. Japanese are really white when they're white. Oh, I wish I could do better for the kitchen, but I'm not married anymore. He passed away. Yeah, well. And Joey makes weird concoctions with honey all the time, but he honey, like when you're a little kid, when you're younger, how do you make honey come out normal amount? So I was buying honey like once a month, but it didn't matter because the things that he made like really did get the itch out of your throat and stuff. Yeah, it was fun. These are my bestest friends, and we grew up together, but we spent some time apart because I had a concussion actually. So they're just taking it easy on me back in the day. And I lived in a very like Statio Aces fucking phenylicin. Yeah. Because I never seen Aaron's dad. It was always his mom who dropped him off. And I live like 1,600 kilometers out of the city limits. But we had like free reign in the wilderness and the valley and the swamps too. I remember me and Joey were like 5 catching frogs in the. I'm really sad because the frogs kind of disappeared. I don't know if it's their cycle or if something actually happened to the swamp. The police were testing the swamp and they told me, but I don't remember. Because the frogs went somewhere. My mom took a long time on that. She read it and then she didn't say anything for a long time. They did. They made a conspiracy and got like so many people in the country to say that global warming is a thing, and they went on, they hacked the internet. It was Canadians too. What it was, but it wasn't just. It was Canadians too, and they're killing police officers and cops and everybody, saying it was global warming. So we took our moment of digital silence because cops and police are really so happy. They're like, "Oh, I don't have very much money. Like it's not really enough, but it's enough that at least shopping takes like 2-3 days." So you always go on your phone when you're grieving police officers and all that. Soldiers are supposed to be just silent or like at ease. Yeah. My Uncle Grant was like a brainwashed drone for a bit of his cancer treatment about it, because it was just they were they were like worrying about it, all sitting around smoking J's even before it was legal, and they're just like selling pot, and everybody's all, and some were crazy, and I don't think my parents. I don't think. Well, yeah, my parents. I don't think my parents hang out with crazy people, but yeah, it's sad. I still have flashbacks of when the police officers got really badly hurt. Like one got his leg severed, but he didn't die. At the rugby game, they got a terrorist attack, a paid terrorist attack paid by Canadians. Oh, we're just too nice. We're so nice. I'm nice. I have like Tourette's when I'm not nice. I do have a tiny bit of Tourette's. It's like honest. Not even enough to be a diagnosis. I'm just tired when I'm like that. I have enough to own every house in Canada and apartment complexes and shit. I like, I'm not even joking. But I own most of the armed forces and stuff, which is a lot more money to be spent on than on houses and stuff. I basically housed my family, gave like business deal plans like everybody that's ever crossed me or ever cared about, or they've ever cared about me. I fixed up like in-store businesses, and me and Owen made tons of money together, making like cooking tutorials, and he started out a little boy. Somebody gave him a cell phone, which were those ones that you had to attach the wire in the one side, like a radio phone, and he fixed it with a tiny bit of a manual, and he discovered things that the manual didn't describe. Like if you add a piece, you can make like, yeah, clear. Because radio phones was like, oh yeah, and then like your voice all static as hell, and then be like, all right, and then blip, and you have to wait, and then say it again, wait, say something again, and wait. I am kind of like, why can't we smoke in the fucking apartment? Maybe it wouldn't be so hectic. why can't we now? I want to go back to smoking. Like the vape, it's come to the point that I quit smoking and I got over that feeling like nothing will ever do. I'm getting tired of it, I must say, because then I'm so bouncy. I'm just like going over to mom's, smoking at mom's, coming back. I should really quit. Vape instead is better than smoking, but it's not even the truth. And I always feel it underneath my left boob, the like the ulcer or something that affects my lungs. The heart swelling. Oh, it's a hole in my lung. But yeah, I feel it. It sucks. Especially when I'm smoking out in this cold weather. Like the cigarette isn't hot enough. We have like these masks, and they're not fabric. They're our gas mask underneath our gas mask, and there literally is a cigarette. Like you just stick your cigarette in there. Yeah, because I know, but I like don't even feel the cold. My window is open. I'm sweating from a coffee. I'm just a hoodlum. Yeah, I'm growing my hair out and doing all this stuff so I can, when the time comes, if they want to, they can pick me to go straight into Russia and right into the blistering winter. Yeah, their winters are colder. It's kind of like this every day. Lots of Russians die and they eat one another. I could walk to the store, but I know it's going to lead to so many sores and all this shit on my face. I wish I could say it's my nipples cold, but it's not. There's like, it almost feels like a lump in my breast, but it's not. That's just the signal that my lungs need cigarettes. I wish adults could be adults, being adults in lesser than successful places. They always torture us. You know, I'm fucking really rich. I'm really fucking rich. I'm not stupid. Shit happened to me, okay? And I miss Dr. Gita, and that drives me crazy. Well, because he is not my husband, so I didn't really realize he was dying, and then he died. Like, same time my husband did, almost. That was our, when we were, he was our best friend. Kind of. Like, our best friend, but Joey's my best friend. Aaron seems to be like some kind of angel savior. I never get sick of hungry men. But I have to lose weight because it's getting ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous on the hold. You know what they say? You can't even prove who was here first. Okay, because it's funny because I was thinking I'm AT, you're Japanese, Joey's Irish, Owen is Australian, Métis. That's why he's brown like that. But like Christopher Columbus, right? There was nobody here. It's just we took on the healthier blood in the weather that is Canada, that's always been Canada, always probably will be Canada. Dinosaurs are what you're supposed to avoid. Yeah, they're make believe. Oh, the freaking volcanoes erupted. It was an ice age. They're all eating each other, but they all look so similar on the skin. And, like, to avoid the fucking dino. I'm not originally from here. No. I am really mixed blood. And not all my family does really well in the weather. I'm just a weird person, I guess. But it's strange. How does she do that? I'm Scottish. Scottish and French. Mostly. Makes sense. Scottish had harsh weather for longer because Scotland is older than Canada. I am like really black. That's cool. That hasn't happened in a while. It's probably the volcanoes like calming down underneath us and all around us. And the Antarctic is probably having a nice sunny day. And the snow is kind of melting. I guess I was here first in some sense. I'm even a Christopher Columbus family. It's why we're named kind of British. Shepherd. Sheffield. Shepherd. Yeah. I don't know why I am so famous. Why do I get to do that kind of shit? Well, I signed up for it when I was young and didn't think I would ever be able to go through with any of it. And worked, just paid for it. Music videos and like everything. And that is why I stick it through with that job. Plus, I can do heavy lifting, but I piss off crews when I like work carpentry and shit. Like hire me, I'm really cool. But I just like I insult myself. I'm like, because my hands get all fat and like cracks in here. I'm just like, because I'm so mad. A little bit mad. A little bit mad. Like so angry when mad. You shouldn't eat your same gender. You shouldn't really eat same gender or opposite gender. It's usually if you got your dick sucked, they're pretty abused or really criminals and stupid. But yeah, if you got your dick sucked, they're probably really highly abused, or the pregnancy got clotted up in there. Yeah. I didn't. I'm going out for a cigarette.